It's Tuesday afternoon, 4 p.m. in Central Europe, and it's Space Café Web Talk time. Our Space Café Web Talk, 33 minutes with the Space Communication Alliance, will begin soon. Thanks for joining us for a talk today about the next level of space outreach and communications. As always, we appreciate your participation and ongoing feedback. Spacewatch.Global is a Europe-based online platform for information in and about space and new space activities in a geopolitical context. And I would like to thank all our private and corporate supporters that showed their commitment to keeping our independent journalism alive. We really appreciate that. I know many of you are already familiar with our website, our bi-weekly and daily newsletters, and the Space Café podcast. We also have new exciting episodes in the Space Café radio every Monday and Thursday, worth listening. Latest ones are with Jason Forsholm and Jim Green. We also keep our fan shop open online for you to support us actively to become a space watcher. And if you've missed any of our previous web talks, we have an archive available on our website in the event section and on YouTube. My guests today will talk about a new, very exciting alliance founded in Europe a few weeks back. I will introduce all of them later, but please welcome to our Space Café today, Lukasz Wilczynski, Judith Delany, Remco Timmermans, Stella Tsitsoula, Richard Marine, and Josep Iglesias. And as a full disclaimer, Spacewatch.Global is also one of the founding members in the Alliance. Great to see you, all of you here. Let's start with a very brief opening round, 60-second each of you, for who you are, what your company is doing, what your company is, and where you're located. So, ladies first. Judith, your 30 seconds.
Thank you, Torsten. Hi, my name is Judith Delany. I'm CEO and co-founder of Perihelion. We are a creative agency for the space sector based in Vienna. And we deliver visual communication, animation, content production, and digital marketing services to the space sector, and have been doing so for 4 years now.
Great, thank you. Stella.
Hi, my name is Stella Tsitsoula. I'm the managing partner of RED Communication. We are based in Athens, Greece. RED.comm is an agency specialized in communications and mainly for the demanding information technology industry. We have worked for more than 20 years with some of the biggest players in the high-tech market. And during all those years, we have developed expertise related to information security and cybersecurity sectors.
Great, thank you very much. Let's move on with Lukasz.
Hi, I'm Lukasz Wilczynski. I'm from Poland. I'm the founder and a former CEO of Planet Partners agency. We specialize in comprehensive communication services for mostly the tech companies, high-tech, deep-tech companies, but also space sector companies. And we've been working with the space sector company for almost 10 years right now. So we are very specialized in that sector.
Okay, so back to Josep.
Okay.
Now we can hear you. Your 60 seconds of fame now.
Okay, my name is Josep Iglesias. I'm partner and CEO of RED.comm. RED.comm is a PR and communication company based in Barcelona and operating across Spain. We have more than 20 years experience, and we are a company working in different industry fields, but over the course of the last years, we have been specializing on sectors that have a lot to do with high-tech, innovation, and mobility. That is why space industry is one of the key strategic sectors that we are working on now.
Great, thank you very much. So, Remco, I think there's no need to introduce yourself, but please, for the sake of everyone gets a chance, please give us your 60-second pitch, not 30 seconds.
Well, thank you, Torsten, for that introduction. Now I don't know what to say suddenly. My name is Remco Timmermans. I'm the founder and CEO of Spaceside OU, based in Estonia. I'm based out of the UK myself, and I run Spaceside as a sort of boutique online marketing and social media agency dedicated to space. So I design and run marketing campaigns for space and space events.
Cool. And we have Nikos also here on the room or in the room on the call. So
hi Torsten. I don't think that I have something more to add, because I am the client service director of RED Communications. Stella has already mentioned what RED Communication is doing for technology clients, including the space sector. So I think that we should go on with
Good.
other questions.
Good, wonderful. And that's a great turn to the question. The mission of the Space Communication Alliance is to connect innovators with customers and partners through integrated public relations, content marketing, and social media campaigns that give tangible results. So to read on the website. Lukasz, these are very big words, but I mean, you are the driving force behind the alliance. What is the vision you follow with this alliance?
Well, let me say that we are the driving force, all of us here behind this alliance. And the reason we starting this is the space sector is rapidly becoming most critical for a growing number of countries. It's a strategic domain for both defense, security, climate change, very important right now, and connectivity. So I think that communication of this sector, and I look at the sector more horizontally than vertically, and communication for this sector demands more and more often deep knowledge of the sector itself, more understanding why we need to invest in it and what we can benefit from it. So altogether, it's a mark for someone that is very specialized in speaking about space, to understand space sector and to communicate to people. So we can already watch that this market grows, and we have so many new players coming almost every month right now. And then I realized at the beginning that I think that the sector right now needs a united task force, an alliance like all of us here and more to come, of the like-minded people that will together deliver holistic marketing and communication services worldwide. As my experience from many years behind me and working also for the space sector tells me that there is strength in unity and diversity together.
Interesting. Remco, question to you. The Alliance is the world's first dedicated, fully integrated marketing communication network for the sector. Again, taken direct from the website, also big words. You are a very well-known space influencer in the European market. So why is such an alliance needed?
Yeah, it's needed because many of us, and definitely myself, play in a very small niche. I'm a specialist in online marketing and social media for space. My company is just myself. What I see is that there's demand for this, but there's demand for often bigger projects where PR is included, where design, creative content is included. And I can't deliver that on my own. I'm very good at what I do in my specific social media and online marketing niche, but I need partners. As a sole entrepreneur, I often need others to work together on bigger projects, and I couldn't find that so far. So I'm finding that in this alliance now.
Okay, sounds good to me. Judith, Perihelion and you are also part of the space ecosystem already. You are even have next week your booth on the IC. Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
So that also means that it's obviously a big investment. But what drives you to start something new, like now being member of the Space Communication Alliance, being partner member?
Well, first of all, I think we can all agree that if you don't try something new, you can never evolve. You can never go further. You're just stuck in one spot. And I think all of us are excited to, just continue our careers, continue within the space sector and support each other's companies as well, as ourselves in growing. And I can also just, continue basically on what Remco already said. There's the saying, you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. And if you are a jack of all trades and try to do everything, you won't do anything well. Or you can specialize and be really good at what you do, and then look to others who are also really good at what they do, and just work together. And I think this is what we're doing. We're working together to bring our skill set onto a project and make sure that every aspect of it is covered by the best possible person for this job. And that's why we're excited that this alliance is coming to life now.
Interesting. You guys are specialized in the graphic design. You also created this logo for the alliance. Can you tell us the story and the process about this logo?
Yes. So what we normally always do is look for associations with who, like our client, or in this case, who we are, what we want to achieve. And we do communication within the space sector. So we have concentric rings in the SCA logo that represent the solar system with the planets orbiting the sun, and therefore like our commitments to space activities. If you look closely, you see a little triangle cut out, because the rings also present like transmission waves emanating from a source. And this is basically our expertise in communicating on behalf of our clients. And lastly, rings are always a symbol of unity and of partnership. And this is what we are. We are partners in this alliance. We're building this together. So this is what this logo is encompassing: space, our commitment to space and communication, and our partnership together.
I love if someone is able to tell a story even about a logo design. That's so wonderful. Thank you very much for that moment. So going to Greece now, Stella, how will this alliance help you to push your business?
Sorry, I was muted. As I mentioned before, we are very strong in the high-tech market for more than 20 years now. And during those years, we have developed expertise related to information security and cybersecurity sector. So the space tech sector seems to be the next big thing for us, also in the field of advanced technology, as more and more businesses and individual activities every day are depending or pass through space application, let's say. All these new applications and solutions need to be communicated in order to gain the position they deserve in our customer minds. And as far as we are able to spread the news in a right and a comprehensive way, the alliance could help us in two directions. First, to support the approach of new and potential clients worldwide, and second, to help us to improve our skills and capabilities in sharing our knowledge, experience, and tools, of course.
Interesting. Nikos, something to add to what your boss said already?
No, I think that we are now waiting for new clients.
Okay, that's an interesting aspect. I will come back later.
We will do our best to approach some potential clients in the upcoming IAC conference in Paris, and we will have the opportunity to gather all together in order to discuss further steps on supporting the communications of companies needed our expertise.
Great, thank you.
And I have something to add, that we believe in Lukasz because we know he's an innovator in his space PR sector, let's say. So it's the third point, we believe in this alliance.
I think that unites all of us, that we all believe in Lukasz. But no pressure, Lukasz, no pressure on that. So, Josep, will this alliance just focus on Europe, because everyone here in the room today is just from Europe? So, or where do you think?
You know, Torsten,
will operate?
Partners from the UK, you know, when designing, when writing the content of the website, they came up with this sentence that we all like, that we think galactically. Okay, so that means that this is a global project. Okay, we are the core, the members of the core now, the founding members are from Europe, also because, you know, there's personal connections among all of us. So it makes sense that there's initial core of the alliance is European, but of course we will grow also as, you know, we as an alliance grow in other markets where space is very important and strategic. So we are looking forward actually to this growth in other areas of the world.
And that will be then with partners in the respective regions then, I assume. Is that correct?
Of course, we have decided altogether to have this very you know, to act in a very coordinated way, and of course invite new partners from other parts of the world, as you know, we make ourselves aware, and they know about the alliance, and we are eager to get new members from other countries.
Great point. Stella, coming back to you, who can be a member?
It's a good question. As the SCA mission is to connect space innovators with customers, as stated in our website too. And so we are open to members that are experienced in PR and communication, that can serve, of course, clients for space and the aeronautics technology industry. So from strategic PR planning to high-level council, we believe in expertise and expert advices. So SCA members are willing to deliver unique and creative campaigns to our clients. We are open to all PR expertise.
Great. And Josep, question to you. How can anyone engage with the alliance? So is there a telephone number, an email address, a website?
Yes,
there's a stall for the pigeon.
There's a website that will be launched next week on occasion of IAC, just prior to IAC, also our LinkedIn profile. And of course, any potential new member, any potential partner can contact any of us in order to approach us, and we will, all of us, be more than happy to start conversations with them. I also want to add one thing about what Stella was saying, which I think that it is very important. This is an alliance specifically focused on space, but I want to bring the point that space is something, you know, that runs across many different industries. And so I invite, you know, potential partners to look at themselves and see to what extent, and they might be surprised, you know, space plays an important part in, you know, in their clients, and thus it can become a key industry for them.
Interesting. Remco, I assume that you will be next week then also at the IAC. Is there any chance to meet you guys, the member of the alliance, the founding partners of the alliance, at the IAC? And what is the best way for finding them? Are they wearing a special hat or a flag or so? Okay, no. In your case, a pin, I assume.
Yeah, well, I assume, but ISU is not SCA, and we don't have a pin yet for SCA.
I assume.
Oh, I assume. Sorry.
Sorry for my bad English. I mean, you can't train an old horse new tricks. It's too hard, you know.
Yeah, and I hear different things than, than I should. So how can you recognize us? No, we do not wear a special hat or anything, but as Josep was saying before me, you can always connect to us through the SCA website. You can connect to us through the LinkedIn page or through our LinkedIn profiles. We will carry, some of us will carry business cards that mention the SCA on it. But maybe you should ask Judith how people can go to a specific place to talk to SCA members, because Judith has a booth.
That's right. I mentioned that before, but where is the booth? Come on, Judith, where?
Our booth is number D7. I think this is the easiest. If you look on the map and look for D7, we're pretty much central in the exhibition hall. We are next to a coffee shop, so it's really good if you get a coffee and then come over for a chat. We'll definitely be there. And I'm also pretty sure, at least hoping, that a lot of our partners here will come by the booth, so you might meet them there as well. And yeah, I'm always, says we have a space to discuss things, no matter who you want to talk with from us. So if you arrange a meeting, there's a table for you where you can sit down and have a proper chat with us.
Cool, but no free coffee.
Well, no, Remco, let's get back to that later, because Remco mentioned something about free coffee, and I still haven't heard about that.
Yeah, I made the mistake, I know.
You made the mistake, but no, there's coffee you can buy just across from us, and then you can sit down with us, and we'll have a little bit of a chat and make this relaxed, getting to know each other.
Great. So, Lukasz, famous last words from you. So, what would you like to tell our audience after this wonderful, first kickoff here we made?
Well, I always believe that in the space, there is a space for everyone. So I can say right now that we can first start with making space for a talk as a start. So if you are a company from the space sector and you would like to know more about us, our combined potential, so let's talk about your goals, your needs, and then we will find the right solution for you, so we can deliver common.
But it's not exclusive for companies. You also are targeting agencies or universities, yes, institutions.
So everyone that is actually making operations in space sector, let me say by that. So we work, because we work for space sector already independently before now, and we work for companies, for NGOs, for public sector, for universities. So every organizations from this list, the long list, have always communication needs. It's from public outreach to public affairs, internal communications, marketing, branding. So we can deal with all of this actually. But first, let's talk about goals, and then we will find the right solution to meet your goals.
Right. And the ideal client is a client that comes with a budget. I think so.
Well, that's always a nice start to talk about.
That's good. Great. As you guys have been so disciplined, I'm very grateful for that. We still have a few more minutes. So if any one of you want to share some views, some of your famous last words, please let us know. We are still online. We still have our audience with us. Remco, yes, over to you.
Yeah, an important thing, in addition to what Lukasz was saying, what we can do, our unique value proposition really is we speak space. And that is what sets us apart from other PR and marketing agencies, is we understand the space business. We speak space, and we're able to translate that to the language of your audience. And that is really important to mention, I think, because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of marketing and PR agents out there. But we distinguish ourselves by speaking the language of space and really understanding how this business works.
12 points for the Netherlands, at least from me. So, Judith.
I just want to say, I think to add on to Remco, not only do we speak space, but we speak space in different languages, because we recently had a discussion about how stories are being told differently all around the world. So just because something works for a certain audience in a certain region doesn't mean that the same kind of storytelling works in a different region. And considering that we are representing different cultures and looking, to represent cultures all over the world by having new members from other countries, we're in a unique position to not just, speak space, but speak space in your local way of storytelling. And I think that's something that's really helpful because, I can just speak for myself, but I would never say that I know what probably the most exact best way is to tell a story in China, because I haven't grown up in China. I'm not Chinese. So I'm looking for an expert in China who is in the space sector, can tell me, hey, this might work well in Europe, but you know what? If you tweak it a little bit, it works better this way. And this is, again, why combining our expertise is just, for us, the best move forward. And I'm excited that we're doing that.
But you're so cross-cultural already. Operating in Austria as a German, that is a challenge already in its own.
It really is. It really is. Glad you recognize that.
Okay. Any famous last words from Athens or from Spain?
I do want to stress the fact that we are extremely also complementary among ourselves. So there's different, our expertise, the things that we know how to do well, they fit together very well and they come together. So I think that that's part of our unique selling proposition as an alliance. And I also, referring to what Judith was saying, I think that it does make a lot of sense. We all speak space, but we also understand, the specificalities of our market. I'm just talking about Spain. Space is a huge industry in Spain, and I'm sure that the Space Communication Alliance can be a great opportunity for Spanish companies to actually, go beyond and help them in their business internationally. And that's something that I'm very proud of.
It's good to hear that space is big in Spain. So we hope that Spain also will then increase the 220 million euro into the EU that they put in every year and increase it at the ministerial conference this year. So let's hope for the best. Stella, anything to add from your end?
Not really, because I know that space, as we all know, that space belongs to everyone. So we will do business for all the space related agencies, let's say.
Cool. Great. So then let's celebrate today the great kickoff and then work tomorrow or later on today, potentially. Good luck for the start of the alliance. As mentioned in the disclaimer, I'm also part of the founding team, so you might hear and see me as well with my head in the alliance. Thank you very much. And now let's see what our next events will be. Thank you very much for joining us today. We have a number of exciting events, but in 2 weeks from now, because this week we have the World Satellite Business Week, the Space Generation Congress, the UN OSA and IAF workshop, and of course, we have next week the IAC in Paris. That's the reason that we pause for this week and will resume in the week following. So on the 27th of September, I will have my 33 minutes with Dennis Stone of the World Space Week. And on the 28th at 4 p.m., we have our next Space Café Israel by the wonderful Medat Payente with Yossi Yamin from Space Pharma. And a day later, on the 29th at 6 p.m., our next Space Café Italy by Dr. Emma Gatti will happen, and her guest will be Simonetta Chielli. All events are going to be online on Eventbrite, and as always, we would like to hear your feedback, so please check in with Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Don't forget to sign up for our daily or bi-weekly newsletter, and if you like to treat yourself with something special, become a Space Watcher today to help us in our supporter program. Thank you for the inspiring talks today and about this great new alliance and for being our guests. And thank you everyone behind the scenes for doing their great job week by week again. I hope to see many of you in Paris in the next days. I hope you all will stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again here in Paris at the IEC, WSBW, or wherever. In the meantime, visit our website or follow us on social media. And don't forget, become a space watcher. Thank you very much.